All right, we are outside today in the heat. A lot of heat. It's very hot today, which is kind of the point why we're doing the work today. This is my oldest human I'm in charge of, and this is his car, and the AC does not work. It did work. It sort of works. It's kind of lukewarm. This is, you know, super summer time here in the deep south, and it's getting a little hot in the black Jeep to not have any air conditioning. So we're gonna try some snake oil. I don't know if it's gonna work. In all my years, I've been working on cars since I'm almost 50 years old, and I've been working on cars since I was probably 10. And I've never done an AC recharge. I don't even know if this works. I kind of typically think this stuff is a gimmick. That's why I said snake oil. We'll find out, see if it works, because I do think that's the problem. I do think it's just low on refrigerant, and which means it has a leak. So that's the thing about these, which is why I say these typically don't work, is if you're low on refrigerant, that means it's leaked. This isn't like a replaceable fluids like your oil or your coolant or your transmission fluid even. You just never do this unless it leaks out. So it clearly has leaked out, which means it will leak out again. For how long? Don't know. They claim this stuff has this sealant to stop leaks. We'll see. I've used stop leak on radiators. It didn't work. I've used stop leak on power steering pumps. Didn't work. I've put a bunch of that kind of whatever additive stuff in your oil to, you know, quiet your lifters and stop your oil leaks. Doesn't work. So I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen here. We're going to try this, and it's not going to work. But it was, what, 50 bucks?
Something like that.
For this, and given the cost of having your AC serviced, figured it was worth a shot. So, let's go give it a whirl. Okay, so I did pre-read the instructions, so I knew what the heck I'll try best as I possibly can, know what the heck I'm doing here. So like I said, these are a closed system. So this is your AC compressor here, and when you run your AC, it kicks this on and pumps refrigerant through. What's happening somewhere in here, there's a leak, and I don't know where, and they're really hard to see visually. Usually when you go get a car serviced, they'll put a dye in and then see where the dye comes out, because it's usually a very, very small leak, like probably smaller. Usually the soap and water trick like you would use for a tire or whatever doesn't work on these. That's probably the case here, and I don't know if this is gonna solve it at all, let alone solve it long term. But if we can get through the summer, well, that's probably a win. Given, again, $1,000 to every air conditioning service, if you guys spend 50 bucks every summer to get cool air, ain't the end of the world. There's two valves on here, and it's the bigger one, so the bigger hose. And also in this case, it happens to be the one that's got some writing on it. This one does not. And this is the one we want to take off. So first thing we got to do is take this loose, which it doesn't want to come loose. Should have brought that knife. Well, maybe we'll go up the top. We'll go up the top. That'll work. Got to unscrew this off the top. Every one of these cans is different. So follow the instructions that are on the can, because they'll have different, I'll never see that again, that's fun. They'll have different sets of connections, like one of them had Bluetooth. Take this cap off. This just keeps you from accidentally puncturing the can and starting the flow of stuff. And you screw this back on. You run this with the AC on, and all the doors open. I don't know why all the doors open. Maybe it's gonna blow some stuff out the vent and you don't wanna fill your car full of toxic refrigerant. I don't know. But it says, the instructions say to run the car with the AC on, the recirculating pump on, and all doors open. So we'll open up all the doors, fire it up, turn the AC on. Take that cap off.
Future.
Oh, thanks. Fire it up. You got your AC was already on. Turn that knob to the far left, the recirculating pump. Yep, so I see that picture with the arrows in a loop.
Yeah.
on the like the inside of the car.
Okay.
That's your max air. So this has a quick connect fitting. It doesn't seem to doesn't fit on our little connection here. So maybe that's not the one? Try that one. I thought it was this one. But this one looks like it's the right size. Okay. So when it's pumping, it's losing pressure. I think it's still in the low, it should stay in the green. It doesn't want to be in the red. That was if it's in the red and it's cycling, that's bad. It means something else is wrong. That's not the case. So it says do 15 seconds. I just read these instructions and I already forgot them. Yeah, 15 seconds. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just kind of shake it here and there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, now it's not cycling. Now it's staying in the green. Just leave it connected for a second. Let's go see if we got cold air. Not yet.
Oh, wait. I think I'm feeling something.
It is feel cooler, but not cold.
Yeah, it definitely feels cooler.
It's not cold yet, but it is getting cooler.
It's definitely not cold.
I don't want to give it any more because I'm a little overpressurized.
Right. It's going into yellow.
It is kind of going up, isn't it? That's weird. The thermometer now says 105, so it did get cooler, but it's still awfully warm. There's no way it's 105. That's not real. I don't trust that Harbor Freight temperature gauge at all. Okay, turn your air off. Okay, so it did stop the compressor.
Whoa, it looked a lot quieter out here.
Yeah, so that compressor is being super noisy, first of all. All right, turn the air back on. Let's see what happens. See if we can just cycle it.
Like this?
Yep. There goes the compressor. That does not sound healthy. It's definitely cooler,
Yeah.
but it's definitely not cool enough.
No.
So that,
It's still warmer than your truck.
yeah. So I think it would have worked. I'm skeptical still. But I think the pressure wasn't the only problem. Okay, shut her down. Okay, I don't know how well any of that come up on the mic. The compressor itself, the pump, is very noisy. Like a rattle noise. I don't know a ton about AC units, like seriously. I don't think that's good though. That doesn't sound good. As soon as we shut the AC down, everything quieted right down. So the noise, there's a lot of noise coming from here, and it's all coming from that AC pump. The pressure was low, and we added some refrigerant. It did get slightly cooler. I can't even really tell if it's, honestly, if it's cooler, or if it just feels cooler, because we've been standing outside for a while, and any kind of airflow feels cooler, because it's hot. So maybe just like placebo, like just be in our heads that it feels cooler. The infrared thermometer thing, it said it was 100 and, what was it, 13, 15
Yeah.
before? Now it says 105. I don't believe either of those numbers, but it did get cooler by that metric. If we at least believe that if the first number was wrong, the second number is equally wrong, but cooler. So I don't know, but it didn't fix it. That's for sure. So I think it needs a new AC pump, which is kind of a bummer. On the bright side is, it's at least right on top. And if we ever get around to fixing it, it won't be terribly hard, but you have to totally depressurize the system. The problem with those systems, with an opened up system, is the air gets in. The professional systems will actually have a vacuum system that sucks the air out and replaces it with refrigerant. And I don't have one of those systems. You guys tell me, put a comment down below. Have you ever used one of those? But that's disappointing. One of the most disappointing part here is I can't really give you a legitimate, honest review of this AC stuff, like this recharge kits. Have you guys ever used one of those? Let me know about that too, because this is the first time I've ever used one and it didn't really help. But I don't think we were trying to solve the right problem. And I actually think it was low. We put pressure in, it did get a little cooler. And so it kind of does make me think if the only problem was the refrigerant level, it might have worked. What's your experience with this stuff? Does it work for you? I always end this with like, I hope I helped you. I don't think I helped you. There was nothing accomplished here today. So at least maybe you can see how to do it. It is really simple to do. I actually have really overthought this in the past, thinking this is really complicated and I don't know how to do this, and it's actually, you can see it's quite simple. So hopefully, if you have an AC problem and it's just a low refrigerant, one of these kits will work for you. Anyway, thanks for watching regardless. Appreciate you. See you next time. Hopefully have better luck.